Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. I hope everyone is healthy and well today. Welcome, all my new supporters. Today, we'll be reacting to 16 British things that sound fake, but are actually true. Now, this was highly recommended. I went ahead and liked the video already. That way I did not forget, which we never forget. Let's jump right into it. Original video link will be down below in the description. This is actually our second time reacting to a video from this channel, and can I say, man, the first video we reacted to, you guys was loving it. I mean, I even loved it. The world was loving it, for real.
Hi everyone, it's me. If you're new here, my name is Alana, and I'm a Canadian, but I live here in the UK, and if you're not—
Facts, she is Canadian. That's another thing I found unique. She's Canadian, and then she lived in the UK. It was a lot of things I was liking about her last video. You know, she was dropping a lot of facts about herself and stuff. So it was really surprising.
Here, hey, how's it going? It is pouring / sleeting outside. I don't know if you can hear it. It is absolutely disgusting out. Today I wanted to share 16 British things that sound fake but are actually true. So without further ado, let's go. Number 1, receiving threatening letters. Now this of course are the threatening TV license letters, which is actually kind of 2 points. Number 1, you have to pay a license to watch TV. That in and of itself,
what you mean,
is strange. But what I actually wanted to talk about were the letters that you receive if you haven't paid for that license.
We did not hear from you.
So maybe you just haven't paid for it, or maybe you don't watch TV and you get these letters. When I first read one, I was shocked. A TV license is not something that we do in Canada, in the US, so that was strange. But then these letters were just something else. And the first time reading one of these letters, I thought I was going to be arrested. But they are genuinely vicious, all over a TV license. Number 2, prepaid.
Wait a minute, that's my first time hearing about a TV license. I never heard of that. I don't even watch TV. My TV is not even plugged in. It's not plugged in. I mean, you guys know this. So would I receive a bill or something like that in the mail? I'm not paying that. You know, for sure. Okay, I don't want to sound arrogant though. Because it's like, oh, Strac, you have to pay. It's not how it works. I'm not trying to sound arrogant. I would just be like furious. So like, why do I have to pay? I don't even turn the joint on. You know, I can't even find the remote. I ain't see the remote in like a year. I'm so serious.
Really vicious, all over a TV license. Number 2, prepaid energy. Yes, your house can be pay as you go. My first flat actually had this setup. I'd never seen it before, but I remember there was like this big plastic key, and you'd have to take the key to like a convenience store, an off license, load money onto the key, come back home, put the key in like your energy thing, and you're like prepaying for energy. God help you if you forgot and let it lapse. But I'd never seen that before. I'm sure there's like more simpler ways to do this now. Really? But back then, back when I lived in this flat, never seen it before, and I had to do it literally going to a convenience store and stuff. It was wild. Number 3,
is this still like that? Do some of you guys have to deal with this from time to time? Maybe you perhaps live in a flat. Interesting.
But literally going to a convenience store and stuff, it was wild. Number 3, I would like to call this chapter, Why Are They Dancing Like That? And yes, of course, I'm talking about Morris dancing. If you had shown me a photo of Morris dancing, of the outfits, you know, they've got like the sticks and there's bells, and they're dancing around on a street, usually at some sort of fair or whatever. If you show me photos, I would have thought, oh, that's like a cute thing from 100 years ago that people don't do anymore, and that would be wrong. Every time I see Morris dancing in the wild, usually like at some sort of festival or sort of like community event, every time I see it, I can't look away. I love that people still do it because obviously it has its origins, you know, in British history, and I love that people keep that alive. Watching it, it doesn't look real. Number 4, something that's very important to me, and that is the meal deal economy. Now, British people take meal deals very seriously. There are right and wrong answers. So obviously for a meal deal, you get your drink, you get some sort of side, and you get a main, and it's a set price, right?
Oh,
Not
okay.
something that I ever had in Canada or in the US, but it is everywhere here. Basically, like every supermarket, even Boots does it. But the question is, what combination of items do you select? And there's wrong answers. Do you go smoothie, sandwich, crisps? Do you go fruit juice, one of those little pasta pots, maybe a little fruit pot? It's all very serious business, and I love that people basically like gamify the system. Like you have to pick the most expensive items in each category. It's just incredible. If my counting is still correct, number 5, this one's called 90-second flight. Yes, you heard that
90-second
right.
flight.
The UK hosts the world's shortest commercial flight in the Orkney Islands. Yeah, it's 90 seconds. 90-second flight. Incredible. Now the flight is between Westray and Papa Westray. Probably said that wrong.
Because I was about to ask a ridiculous question and be like, well, 90 seconds. All they got to do is just cross over the water real quick. And that plane is 90 seconds. In a boat, how long you think it'll be in a boat? Like maybe 15, 20 minutes or 30 minutes? You can't possibly say. Let me know. How long would it be to swim across?
Incredible. Now the flight is between Westray and Papa Westray. Probably said that wrong. Don't worry about it. But it is a 90-second commercial flight, shortest in the world.
I'm gonna keep it 100. You tell me something's a 90-second flight. I'm gonna take my chances. I'm swimming. If I was given the opportunity, I don't think people are allowed to do. Are people allowed to do that? Or can you take a boat? Is there a lead way to be able to do that? Or is it like, oh, you gotta take a plane. You gotta pay for this ticket. 90 seconds. You got to. How much would that ticket be? You know? How much would that be? Because you still got to get on the plane. Imagine even if it was like 50 pounds a ticket. They making bank. If flying out over there in 90 seconds, you got to think about it. Somebody's getting rich.
Probably said that wrong. Don't worry about it. But it is a 90-second commercial flight, shortest in the world.
Seconds?
Congratulations, the UK. Doesn't sound real, but it is. I think
Seriously?
the shortest flight I've ever taken is probably like... That's a good question.
Like
maybe
two hours
Toronto to Orlando, Florida, which is like 2 hours. Or maybe like London to Florence. I did that one. That one's pretty short. But even still, it's long enough that you can watch a movie. So it's not that short. Number 6, something that has always surprised me. It always feels fake, but I'm so happy that it's true. And that is walking through a stranger's field. Of course, we were talking about public footpaths or like the public right of way. It's something that I wasn't familiar with when I moved here. And it's wonderful. I'm very thankful that even though this sounds fake, it is real. It felt so strange the first time walking through someone's literal farm because there was like a public footpath, a public right of way, and you're just like walking through this farm. It feels weird. It feels like I shouldn't be doing it. It feels like I'm gonna get arrested, but it is legal. It is accepted. It is real and absolutely wonderful. And I really do hope this sort of concept is protected forever. One thing that's...
I wouldn't take my chances to do that in the U.S. even if it was legalized. Some of these states got open carry gun laws. Man, they will be outside with a shotgun or something. Like, I wouldn't do that in the U.S. These people go crazy if you touch their lawn, step on their grass, This is my property, this and that. Like, I don't know. And a lot of these people be taking it overboard, and they be exaggerating. Men and women. I'd be like, my goodness. I wouldn't want those issues here. I just don't have time for that. But out there in the UK, that's good to know. Because I'm an outsider and I'm not born and bred in the UK, this and that, and especially coming there as like a tourist, a traveler, I myself will not be doing this. Because what if I like walk down the wrong path or something and it's illegal? It's actually private property. Wait, I thought like you could walk down this. What are my chances?
Legal, it is accepted, it is real, and absolutely wonderful. And I really do hope this sort of concept is protected forever. One thing that's not fake is the UK has A+ mattresses, and today's video is sponsored by Emma Sleep.
Oh, she got us. She got us. W sponsor though. W sponsor. W sponsor.
Sale, which has up to 30% off on their website. Number 7, not a real animal. Did you know that Scotland's national animal is a unicorn? Because that is incredible. When I first heard this, I thought it was like a cute little joke that Scottish people play on foreigners, because let's get real, wouldn't be the first time. But no, it is actually true. Scotland's national animal is a unicorn. A+. As a Canadian, I got...
Now, is there like some type of secret, I don't know, meaning behind it? Like maybe since a unicorn is like a fairy tale, is it more so like a fantasy? Which means it's like too good to be true. So when you mention Scotland, when you go to Scotland, it's like a fairy tale type of thing. It's like too good to be true type of. Am I like overthinking it? I think I'm over it. I'm over it.
True. Scotland's national animal is a unicorn. A+. As a Canadian, I gotta be honest, I'm very jealous. Canada has wonderful wildlife, so many interesting kind of like cool animals we could choose as our national animal. Polar bears, grizzly bears, loads of bears, moose. Moose are absolutely huge. I personally love the Canada lynx because they're just such interesting creatures. And what did Canada pick as our national animal? Thanks, Canada.
Something
Number
cute
8.
and innocent. That's Canada. What you mean? Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. I love my Canadians for real. Pleasant, loving people.
Is that Hogwarts? Schoolhouses like at Hogwarts are a real thing. Again, when I heard this, I thought it was a cute little joke. Play it on the foreigner. They won't know any better. But it is actually true. My partner actually went to a school where all the kids in like that year were separated into their own houses. And when I learned that in that moment, unbelievably jealous. Back in Canada, I went to just a regular old high school, public high school, mixed girls and boys, no uniforms, and certainly no houses. Number 9, a British thing that sounds fake but is actually true. We're gonna call this That's It. Did you know the UK is the winner of the shortest war in history? Because I did not know. So apparently this happened.
Now, I learned this in the beginning of
In
this journey.
August of 1896 between the United Kingdom and the, excuse the pronunciation, Sultanate of Zanzibar, lasting between 38 and 45 minutes, making it the briefest recorded conflict. Excuse the pun, but just to sort of kill this lighthearted vibe, sorry, but it's part of this point. Apparently there are about 500 Zanzibar casualties and only 1 British sailor was injured. Number 10, oh no, I'm in trouble.
I didn't know that.
A British thing that sounds fake but is true is that tutting is a socially meaningful sound. And it's used in honestly so many different scenarios. I think foreigners may have the opinion like, oh, it's just a sound, it's just like a maybe like a knee-jerk reaction British people make, you know, that sort of tutting noise, but it actually is very meaningful and it's very serious. And it should not be ignored. If you've done anything that's rude or inappropriate or annoying, or you've been rude to somebody else, maybe a different British person might tut at you, it's a real sound. It's very meaningful. Don't ignore it.
What is a tut like? Like, it's like, what do we mean by tut sound? Can somebody like, you know, you gonna make me look up a video? Because I'd be so curious. I'm gonna have to look up a little short or something. Somebody making a tut sound.
It's a real sound. It's very meaningful. Don't ignore it because it's almost never used without real meaning. Number 11, I weigh 8 stones.
I gotta put me on.
That's not true. I don't know stones as a measurement, but that's what we're talking about, that many British people still weigh themselves in stone as a measurement. And it has never made sense to me. In Canada, we typically use pounds. At least my family always used pounds. And if you've ever had maybe body image issues, I know what my weight should be in pounds. There's a lot of like emotion kind of connected to that. When I came to the UK, most people I know either use stone, which I still don't understand, or kilograms. So now I weigh myself in kilograms, but I have no like emotional connection to it. I know I could just convert it to pounds.
I understand. I'd be the same way. Like if I see pounds, it's more so like, oh, you know, because you grew up with that. You truly understand it. Rather than adapting and learning something and understanding what it means and what that weight is, and you know, being able to compare and be like, okay, so that would be such and such kilograms, this and that, you know, and this will be such and such pounds. You start to understand a little bit deeper, but there's no emotional attachment behind it. I realized that because I've weighed myself a few times at kilograms versus pounds. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We was up about 6 pounds. What you mean I lost 3 pounds? You know what I'm saying? You start going crazy and stuff. That's why I stopped weighing myself. I just eat, hit the gym. It'll work out. Stop looking at the scale, man.
Like emotional connection to it.
Try stone.
I know I could just convert it to pounds, but I'm leaving pounds in the past. I weigh myself in kilograms. I can keep an eye, you know, if it's low, if it's high, if it's like standard, but I have no emotional connection to it because that's not the measurement I used when I was a teenager. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I'd be curious though, if you've watched this long in the video, leave a comment down below. Do you use stone? I keep meeting people that do reference things in stone, like typically their weight, not a whole lot of other things in stone, but leave a comment down below. Do you still use stone? Because I don't get it. Number 12, let's just say crazy long. The longest place name in the UK has 58 letters. Yes.
Oh,
you know
I think I know this
I'm
word.
not going to try and say it because...
No. Man, it got to the point I'm tired of seeing this word, man. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. You keep trying to get me. I'm not trying it. Oh no, I'm not doing that. That was a crazy clips. I'm not doing that.
58 letters.
I
yes.
get stuck.
You know the one. I'm not going to try and say it because that would just be awful.
But in the sunshine in northwest Wales at RAF Mona, just up the road from Llanfair Pwllgwyn, go get a Quindrobwll, Llantysilio, go. The temperature got to 12.
I can eat. I'm gonna say that with a straight face.
That would just be awful.
But in the sunshine in northwest Wales at RAF Mona, just up the road from Llanfair Pwllgwyn, go get a Quindrobwll, Llantysilio, go. The temperature got to 21 Celsius.
Any more passengers for Llanfair Pwllgwyn? Go get it, Quindrobwll.
Who thought of that word? Did they do that on purpose?
Llantysilio, go. Anybody?
From my understanding, it's a place in northern Wales. I love Wales. Northern Wales looks the closest to like the Lord of the Rings, like the Shire, aside from going to New Zealand. I love Northern Wales, absolutely beautiful. But the Welsh are a very unserious people. Case in point, they named a place that is 58 letters. Why would you do that?
You see, in my mind, I'm thinking maybe like 58 people founded the place. And they came together so they could all be one and share it and, you know, all have some type of something in it. You know, you can't just include one person's name, especially if all 58 people found it at the same time. So maybe they was like, well, let's just put like the first initial, maybe first or last name in there. Your choice, your decision. And let the people figure it out. They'll make a word out of it that makes sense eventually. That's the only thing I can think of in my head. Now I'm going to have to look it up.
Case in point, they named a place that is 58 letters. Why would you do that? The Welsh simply said, why not? Number 13, a British thing that sounds fake but is actually true. We're just going to call this moo. When I read this, I thought, this can't be true, right? Surely not. But apparently, cows moo in regional accents like humans do. So apparently, from people much smarter than I am, farmers and language experts have observed that British cows develop regional moo accents influenced by their local environment, social learning within their herds, and close bonds with their farmers, leading to variations in pitch and tone across different regions.
That's pretty cool. Nah, I ain't never heard no moo like that. It was like, nah. Like, nah, wait, what?
And tone across different regions.
He said, nah. That's exactly what he said.
Apparently, this is something that is observed in birds. Like, birds can have regional sounds depending on where they're from and how they interact with their environment. And now people are saying that cows have the same thing, which is just
that's cool,
fascinating and adorable. Something that sounds fake is toad in the hole is a real meal. And thankfully it's true because it's delicious. If I ever have it, I usually just buy it like from the store. You can get really nice ones. You just pop in the oven. You don't have to do anything. I did actually make it for the first time, like myself. Actually, when I was back in Canada, I made it. It's pretty simple. There's not a whole lot of ingredients. And it was tasty. Would I make it again myself? Probably not, when it's so simple and it's really nice from the supermarket. But either way, toad in the hole, I love it. Apparently it's named this way because the little sausages like peeking out of the batter apparently look like toads like peeking out of their burrows. A bit of a stretch, but honestly, absolutely delicious. If any foreigners are watching, if they've made it to this far, hi. Hope you love the UK as much as I do.
That's creative,
if
though.
somehow you've not had toad in the hole before, please rectify that. Number 15, a thing that sounds fake, but is painfully true. Breaking your leg for cheese. This, of course, is the very infamous cheese rolling competition.
Yo, as soon as she said breaking your leg for cheese, that's all I thought of was the cheese roll competition. I see some Americans doing that. I definitely got to get up out there and do that. What? I'm throwing myself down that hill. Stop playing with me. I'm gonna become one, just like the cheese, rolling down, tumbling. I will get the cheese. I promise you. Like, I feel like I could honestly get first place. When I seen so many Americans doing it and a lot of Americans winning at the cheese roll races, this and that, I gotta get in there. I gotta have me some of that, you know? I gotta see what that's like. It's just, I have really good balance. And I feel like that's the number one thing you need. It's not speed, it's balance. Well, it's both. But agility, it's a lot. It's a lot. Reflexes, because people go be knocking into you type of stuff. I'm trying
for cheese. This, of course, is the very infamous cheese rolling competition. Every time I see a clip of this, my stomach drops.
It's so
People
fun.
Yeet themselves down a very steep
that's me
hill,
right there,
okay?
yup.
This is not some rolling, gentle hill, right? This is like a cliff.
See, they're not doing it right, though. You got to tumble head first and just keep rolling, though. See, you got to just keep going. You know? Where the momentum?
Themselves down, essentially
Ooh.
gentle hill, right? This is like a cliff. They yeet themselves down, essentially a cliff, chasing a rolling thing of cheese. It's unbelievable. It's incredibly British and also terrifying.
If you keep your control as you are like tumbling down and not bouncing everywhere and just controlling it, standing up, bouncing down, standing up, bouncing down, you could get it. It's just you gotta lock in.
It's unbelievable. It's incredibly British and also terrifying. Anytime I mention cheese rolling or like weird British competitions, because there's loads of them, I always get comments from people being like, oh, you should do the cheese rolling competition. You should sign up. You should try it.
I am.
Do you want me to die? Number 16, let's call this cheers. One thing that sounds fake but is true, there are British pubs open and serving that are older than my country. For reference, sorry, I gotta move. I'm losing all feeling in my legs.
Those are the ones I want to attend. Those be the best pubs.
Canada got our iconic maple leaf flag in 1965. So the fact that there are British pubs that are older than my entire country is honestly wonderful. I love the history here, and preserving the history, protecting it is absolutely wonderful. It's really hard to comprehend the difference in like age and history between the UK and Canada or even the US. But honestly, it's one of the things I love most about here. There's so much history, and there's so much like living history, like Morris dancing, like old pubs.
That's what I was saying, the Morris dancing, because I didn't really comment on it before. I'm glad she brought it back up. You know, I myself do enjoy synchronized dances, you know.
That people are protecting, living history, like Morris dancing, like old pubs that people are protecting.
And I feel like old pubs, people protecting, that's what's up. Because in my mind, I'm thinking if they try that in the U.S., especially if it's old and historical, people won't care. They might just post on social media. Like, how about we come together and we donate? We fund, like charity, and we boom. We get this place open and running. Or how about y'all take a little bit out the taxes from the people specifically? I want to say in that area, those locals that will really be attending on a day-to-day basis. That way it keeps it open for their city, their town, this and that, because we got stuff in our areas and stuff that we might have to take care of, that's historical. So everybody got to just play their part. I feel like, why not? This is how you keep things open and running. If it's not historical, though, let it go.
History. Like Morris dancing, like old pubs that people are protecting. Cheese rolling even. I'm very grateful that British people work very hard to protect their history and their culture. It's absolutely wonderful. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to watch something else, maybe learn a little bit.
Well, we definitely will be coming back to this channel watching more of your videos. That's for sure, for sure. Please share your honest thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, guys. Anything you would like to include on top of this fabulous video we reacted to today, anything you would like to educate me on, down below in the comment section, or the world, educate the world on it, because I'm sure there's people out there who had the same questions, if not more questions than I did, or maybe different questions. So please, I would love to see the comments down below. Feel free to follow the Twitch and Kick in the description, and feel free to subscribe to all my other YouTube channels in the description as well, guys. Definitely looking forward towards reacting to another one of her videos, man, because they be so informative and entertaining. And it's really shocking and fascinating. I like it. The fact she comes from Canada, but she's so intrigued that she lives in the UK, and she's so, like, caught up with it and everything. I really do like it. And she gives a lot of credible facts and information. How do I know? Because I've been learning about this stuff for a minute, and we be fact checking, like literally fact checking in the comments. Strac, she know what she talking about. Da 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 da. Watch her channel. She been making videos for a minute, like straight up. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there repping her for real in my comment section. So this is why I do enjoy coming to channels like this. We've been to a few channels where it was like, Strac. I think some things were maybe outdated or a little off or misinterpreted. I'm like, okay, all right. So this is definitely one of those ones. Everybody, please let me know how you guys enjoyed this video. Original video link will be down below in the description. Thank you once again for joining me to react to 16 British things that seem fake. No, seriously, some of them did. 16 British things that seem fake, but are actually true. Stay safe. I love you all, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.